Okay guys, we're going to be comparing the Slash 4x4 Ultimate to the Slash VXL. This is the low center of gravity chassis and this is the high center of gravity chassis. This is the one my son made. Put that there. And this is the one that it comes with. So if you look at them from a distance, they look exactly the same. But right off the bat, this one is a little bit lower because of the low center of gravity chassis. It is nice. It's not a deal breaker. There's good and bad of each thing. With the low one, the drive shaft is completely exposed. So you can get rocks and stuff stuck in there. On the other one, the shaft is completely sealed. I'll show you a picture of it sealed right here. See, the shaft is completely exposed here, so rocks get stuck in there and gets all scratched up. On here, it's completely sealed. And this shaft still looks like new because it is covered. That's one of the drawbacks. I wish they had a way of making the low center of gravity one enclosed also. They could, they just don't, but it is on here. And here you press that, slide that out, super easy. Here you have to take out the pin, a little extra work. The Nerf bars are a little different. I would say they have made these ones sturdier. Receiver box, bigger here, a little bit smaller there. Servo is down a little lower. It's up a little higher here. I mean, anything you have a little bit lower really helps. That lower center of gravity makes it corner just a little bit better. So anything you can move lower, that'll help. Here, we'll look at the bottoms. Everything's the same back here. These are the same. It changes here. This one, the Ultimate, is more of a flat design and can slide over stuff better. The VXL, this kind of steps up, steps down, so you're more likely to catch on stuff here and here than this one. The motor ESCs are the same. The steering servos are in slightly different places. This one's a little lower. This one's up here higher. I would think that it would corner a little bit better because that weight distribution is a down lower than actually up high. I don't know if it makes a difference. I mean, it's a little more exposed right here on the bottom with this one than it's kind of covered. There's still a couple spots that are exposed, but not as much as it is on there. The adjustable shocks come on the Ultimate, and on the other one, with the basic, you just have to put in those little spacers. It's actually, like, for me, I really wanted the adjustable shocks to twist them and change them. It's almost faster just popping in these little plastic things, but they could fly off or could lose them, but that hasn't happened yet, but it could. But it's almost faster just popping them in, but this might be a little more fine tuning with the adjustment. The shocks on the Ultimate are the GTR shocks. They're a lot stronger than what comes on the VXL or the basic slash. Just the piston rods that are on the shock rods are way stronger on the Ultimate. That's another benefit to them. The controllers are different, just slightly. This one has a switch right here, and that actually controls the audio that came with it on and off. If you don't get the audio one, then it won't have that, but that's about the only difference with those. The receiver box is a little bit different shape. I think it's because they needed more space on this one because it's got additional wires. So that's why the receiver box is probably a little bigger on this, but that makes, more wires, a little more of a headache. The battery tie downs are also different, and I actually like the battery tie down on the Ultimate a lot better with just this snapping in and out. I have never had it come undone ever when I'm using it. It's never given me a problem. With this one, you just have to take the pin out and pop it out. Just an extra step, something to lose. This one, it's definitely, they should all have that. And they're both adjustable a little bit between the 25 millimeter and 23 millimeter, depending on how you flip them, to make a little bigger battery. And you can also put an even higher, different thing in there to hold a bigger battery. I've never done that because I don't go beyond 3S because it's, I don't know. The reason I bought the Ultimate, after doing it, I would probably go back and just spend, I paid $600 for this. This is like $400. I don't know if it's worth the extra $200. Maybe it is. Maybe I would have broke a lot more stuff if I would have bought the lower quality. Like, this is my son, so he's not very hard on it. We don't even run LiPo batteries in this. But on mine, I bought this, I wanted the Ultimate because I wanted to be able to have the temperature sensor, the speed sensor, the stuff like that, the telemetry and stuff like that. I wanted to have that. I also wanted the adjustable shocks. Hindsight, it's probably not worth it. It also comes with some upgraded steering, few aluminum pieces in the front compared to those. I don't know if that's really worth it or not. They both work super well, but if I did it all again, I'd probably spend $400 and then fix stuff with the $200 I saved as I broke stuff. Now this truck is about, I think, $550, so it has come down a little bit in price since I bought it. It also comes with sway bars, front and back sway bars. This does not. I don't see a huge difference. I thought it was going to be awesome. It's not a huge deal breaker. It might make a little bit of difference, but not a ton. Other than that, bumpers are the same, the body posts are the same, the motor ESC is the same, the tires, they both come with plastic drive shafts. And what Traxxas needs to do is they need to automatically put a metal drive shaft in the rear on this truck. These plastic ones can't handle 3S. If you're running 2S they can, 3S they can't. And maybe it was just my truck, but I don't think I'm the only one that's had that issue. If you guys have broke your rear drive shafts on 3S, let me know, because I broke 3 in a row and said I'm just getting metal. And now the metal ones I bought were the X01, and I've never broke one since. The front don't really matter. There's that on the ground. There's that on the ground. From here, it doesn't look like a big difference. Looking at it from the front. See, it's a little lower. So that is the difference between the Ultimate and the VXL. Both of them are great trucks. If you got a lot of money, buy the Ultimate. Otherwise, I'd buy VXL for 400 bucks and save that 200 bucks and just upgrade as you need to. So I appreciate you watching. Hope you got something useful out of it. Hopefully it helps you make a decision if you're looking at buying one of these two trucks, and answered a question for you. You can always ask me more detailed. I don't want to go into too much detail if somebody doesn't want to hear it. But like and subscribe and share it with somebody you think that could use the information. Thanks, guys.